Afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 3 of our workshop. Today, we are taking a dive into the marketing side of the business to show you the 7 different ways that we get paid from PlanNet Marketing. As you see on the screen, marketing at its finest, and that's exactly what it is. What we market is the ability to own travel agency franchises. You see, you don't have to own a cruise ship. You don't have to own a hotel. You don't have to own an island. But we're going to show you how you can own yourself or sell agencies to other individuals through this side of the business. Now, if you have not joined us for day 1, day 2, my name is Donna Reeves out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been doing this business for 8 years, and I got involved in this business because I absolutely love to travel. I've been a traditional business owner, and I always want to turn my passions into paychecks. And that is exactly what I did here. So we're going to dive in and learn how you can earn income, leverage, and residual 7 different ways from this side of the business. Now, what we're going to teach you is how to build a network, how to empower yourself and others to capitalize, as I said, on leverage and residual income. You see, my favorite uncle, Uncle Warren Buffett, always said never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. He didn't say go get a second job or a third job. He said invest to create a second source. And as everybody knows today, you always have to have a plan B. You cannot just rely on your plan A, because if you do, like has happened to me, somebody can tap you on the shoulder and say, Donna, you are an amazing employee, but unfortunately, we're downsizing, or unfortunately, we're getting rid of your department and we no longer need you. We are going to show you how you can put your plan B in place now. So if that ever happens to you, or you're ready to walk away from that 9 to 5, you have your business up and running and can do it without a second thought. So who are we? We are PlanNet Marketing, and the gentleman that you see on the screen is our CEO, Donald Bradley. He is also the founder of this amazing opportunity. Now, this is an online business, right? Based in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are celebrating this month, October 2025, our 10-year anniversary with this company. And as you see, we have reps in over 20 countries. Now, a good leadership and a good business model and company relies on the leaders of that company. And if you look to the bottom, we have Andy Kaufman. He is our president. He has decades of executive management, corporate operations, marketing, and sales experience. Actually, Andy is the gentleman that got us into international countries within 90 days of us launching in October of 2015. And then there's my girl, Leanne Treckler, our COO. She manages all of the PlanNet Marketing support teams. She is also the liaison between PlanNet Marketing and us. And she is the one that makes sure that we get paid early every single week, every single month, has never missed a payment. And we love Leanne because she's cutting those checks. But I want you to pay close attention to what it says as it relates to the commissions paid to date. So in the last 10 years, we have paid out over $338 million in commissions on the marketing side, which we are about to dive into. Now, we're going to first talk about leveraged income, and this is paid out weekly. It's just like you referred somebody to a great movie, a great restaurant, a great hairstylist, a barber. But when you do that, that restaurant or stylist or barber or whoever you're referring them to is not giving you anything. Well, here, every time you refer somebody to this business and they say, yes, I want to do what you do, you are going to get a $50 direct sale. Now, when that individual does the same thing and shares, they're going to get that $50 direct sale, but you are going to get a 50% check match because the company wouldn't know them without you. And then you are going to have the ability to earn additional bonuses as you promote through our builders program, starting at $10 and going all the way up to $60. Now, I want you to pay close attention at the bottom because it says there are no limits on direct sales, matches, or team bonuses. Upfront commissions are paid weekly, and that's with two E's, not with an A, because as I said, we pay weekly, monthly, and on time. Now, this is our builders program, and Mr. Bradley loves sports, and of course, as many, he loves the Olympics. So, when you sell 3 travel agencies, you are a bronze builder. 6 in total, you are a silver builder. At that point, you've already earned back your investment and more. And then 9, we want to run for 9, you are a gold builder. Now, just like the Olympics, they don't go to the Olympics to get a bronze or silver medal, they go to get the gold medal. And here we are running for 9. 9 means that you have, of course, sold 9 travel agencies. That's going to give you a return of $450, double, right, of what you have invested. What also is going to happen, and this is why we say run for gold as quickly as possible, you are going to start receiving 3 additional streams of income. The first is you're going to get a $10 raise. So when you refer somebody to this business and they join you, instead of getting $50, you're going to get 60. And that 50% check match goes from 25 to 35. In addition, you are going to get a 10% match on your personal ITA's travel commissions. So if you remember when we were talking about the travel and we gave the example of that cruise, that family reunion cruise that gave you a headache, well, the commission you would have earned was approximately $2,240. Well, if you were the gold builder that sold that agency to the individual that booked that cruise, they're going to get 2,240, but you are going to get 220 or 10% of those commission dollars. Now, it's not of the individual's commissions dollars, it is 10% coming directly to you from the company. They're going to get that 2,200 and you are going to get 220. And last but not least, you are going to get a 10% match on your personal reps matrix commissions. So when I'm talking about ITAs, of course, it's independent travel agents. And when I'm talking about reps, it is a PlanNet marketing rep. And I'm going to take a deeper dive into the matrix over the next couple of slides. Now, residual income is where this matrix jumps in. And as you see here, it's a 3x9 team build matrix. And I want you to pay close attention to the team build. It's you and a team. You are not doing this by yourself. So if you look at the first column here, which is labeled level, there are 9 levels, which coincide with the bronze, the silver, and the gold that we talked about on the previous screen. But if you see that little lock next to number 2, once you sell 2 travel agencies, your matrix unlocks. Now, everybody gets a matrix when they join the business. But after you have sold 2 travel agencies and that matrix unlocks, you are going to start getting $4 for every agency within your organization, whether you brought them in or not. So let's look at what happens at 2. At 2, there you can override 9 seats or 9 positions in your matrix. Multiply that 9 times 4 and it is $48. Let's jump down to the bronze. You are responsible for 3, but it overrides 27 businesses. Multiply that by 4 and it's 156. Let's jump down to silver. Silver, you're responsible for 6. It oversees 729 seats. Multiply that times 4, and it's 4,368. Now let's go down to the gold, right? We're all running for gold. At gold, you are responsible for 9, but you will oversee 19,683 seats. Multiply that times 4, and it is $118,092. And yes, there are people in our organization making more than $100,000. One way we get paid, and that is on the $4 bill. But we talked about that 10% match. So if you're the individual that sold the business to a PlanNet marketing rep, and let's just say they're a silver builder and they have earned $4,368 on the 10th of the month, because that's when we get this matrix pay, you are going to get $436 directly from the company, or 10% of what they've earned. Think about that and how many travel businesses you can sell, as well as PlanNet Marketing rep businesses, and the overrides that will come to you off of every person that you have introduced to this business. Now, I love the matrix. I call this 401k on steroids. You see, this is your retirement plan that you can start collecting on as soon as you get in the business and start selling agencies. And as your business grows with you and your team, not just you, the money in your matrix will continue to grow and you will get that residual income each and every month. And if you're confused about residual income, it's no different than, let's say, Michael Jackson, who is no longer with us, but every time his music is played, his estate is paid for that music. Same thing here. We do something once, and the one thing that we did, as long as those individuals are active, we are going to get paid over and over and over again each and every month. Now, when you become a gold builder, it opens up the director program for you. And what that means is that you and your team have grown to 100 balanced independent travel agencies. And if you look up at the top, let's multiply that 100 times the $4 bill. That would give you $400. But on the first of the month, as a director, 1-star director, you're going to get a $500 bonus. And then what else happens? You are going to get another $10 raise. So instead of making $50 every time you have a direct sale, it's 70. And that 50% match goes from 25 to 45. But I want you to look to the left, because it also says, as a 1-star director, be assured that you are going to make no less than $1,000 guaranteed from all sources. What does that mean? Let's just say that you met all qualifications and you came short. You came up short this month. $800 you only made. Well, Mr. Bradley, is going to pay you that other 200 to ensure that as a director, you bring in $1,000 a month. And of course, you're going to get the prestigious director's jacket as well. But let's look at a couple other examples. I'm going to jump down to the 5-star director. 5-star director means there are 4,000 independent travel agents on your team. Multiply that 4,000 times 4, that's 16,000 on the 10th of the month. But on the first of the month, you are going to get a $10,000 director bonus. In addition, I talked about that $10 bill that started at 10 and goes to 60. And as you can see, for each level of directorship, another $10 is added. So as a 5-star director, instead of getting $50 every time you make a direct sale, you're going to get 110. And that 50% check match is 85. Also, when that $10 kicks in, the 10 to the 60, if there is no gold builder between you and the person that joined the business, that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or $60 is going to move through your organization up to that highest level. So if somebody joins and there's no gold builder between that person and you, of course, you're going to get that extra $10. As a director, 20, 1-star, all the way to a 5-star, which would be that $60 floating through your organization up to you. Now, currently we have 6-star directors, and they have at least 10,000 people on their team, and they start their month out with a $16,000 bonus. We have no 7, 8, or 9 as of yet, but I truly believe within the next couple of weeks, we will crown our first 7-star director. That individual will have more than 25,000 ITAs. Multiply that by the $4 bill, that's 100,000, and they will start their month out with a 30,000 monthly director bonus. This is absolutely amazing. And currently, we have 8 millionaires in our organization that earn more than $83,333 per month. Now, we take pride in our income disclosure statement because many people say, is this real? Is this a scam? Are you really making that type of money? This is what is provided to the Internal Revenue Service. And it starts at rep and it goes all the way down to 6-star, where we currently have positions. Now, if you look at the gold builder position, we tell you to run and run fast. They put in about 15 hours per week. But let's look at the low end. So there was a gold builder in 2024 that made $406. That gold builder did nothing. The average was a little over 5,000. But look at the high. There was a gold builder that made over $500,000. Unbelievable. And then if you look down at our 6-star directors, as I said on the previous screen, they are making over $1 million. Now, if you want to see this up close and personal, please get back to the person that invited you to see this information and they can get you a copy. Now, Mr. Bradley believes in those rings and things. He believes in rewarding people that are helping build this amazing business. And these rings and things come directly from his pocket, not from the company. So you are going to earn the sapphire ring when you make $8,333 per month, which is $100,000 annually. Then you are going to receive the ruby ring, which you are making $20,833 per month, and that equates to $250,000. The diamond ring. Every girl's friend is a diamond. You are earning $41,666 per month. That is yielding you $500,000 annually. And then all of us are running for that double diamond ring, which you are making minimally $83,333 per month, which is $1 million. And as I said, we have 8 people right now that are millionaires, and we have hundreds that fall into the sapphire, ruby, and diamond ring categories. Also, when you become a 5-star director, Mr. Bradley blesses you with a Rolex timepiece. Now, this isn't something that I would go out and buy for myself, but if Mr. Bradley wants me to wear a Rolex when I get to 5-star, you best believe I'm going to wear it and wear it proudly. Now, this slide spoke volumes to me. You see, I spent, as I said, 45 years in the corporate America sector. And when I left, I didn't get anything. I got a $150 gift card and I got a plaque. But here, I'm going to read to you the PlanNet Pledge, which was a showstopper for me. And it reads, as a PlanNet marketing director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the PlanNet marketing business you built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your PlanNet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. So what happens is when you become a 1-star director, you get legal documents from our law team. You are going to put on that document who you want your beneficiaries to be, and you are going to have it notarized, and you'll send it back to our legal team. In the event of your death, your family is going to receive all of the money that you are currently making, which continues to grow for the rest of their lives. Now, this to me speaks volumes because Mr. Bradley is not just looking out for us while we're here on earth, but he's making sure that our families are taken care of when we leave this earth. And I have never seen this in any business that I've been involved in the last 41 years. Now, this is a turnkey business. You're going to have valuable tools, systems, and support, websites, mobile apps, as I've discussed previously, to help you grow your business. Training will be on demand, live, and via Zoom, web, calls, all of that. And events, live events, training, conventions. We just came off of our 2025 convention in Orlando, Florida. Our keynote speaker was Dr. John C. Maxwell. He poured into us for hours. And every year, Mr. Bradley takes our guest speaker to the next level, teaching us, sharpening our axe, and developing our skills. Now, I know you're saying, how do I get started? How much is this going to cost me? Well, I know you're not believing what you see on the screen, but it is a one-time fee of $199.90. You see, $179.95 goes to IntelliTravel, and $19.95 goes to PlanNet Marketing. That equals $199.90. And then 30 days out from that, your overhead to run your business with everything through all these days that I've talked about is going to kick in, which is $59.90 without the mobile app, or $64.95 with the mobile app. But you know, price is what you pay, but value here is what you get. Where can you start a business in an $11.5 trillion industry for $200? Nowhere. This business is going to give you the ability to be in the sexiest industry in the world, and it's going to allow you to sell what people already do. And when I say sell, I don't really mean sell. What I mean is sharing with them, letting them know that you can have great experiences, for them through the world of travel, and you can also give them the ability to sell the travel agency franchises to others as well. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful business. And I can't tell you anywhere else you could go to get all that we offer for that amount. So, I would like to end by saying thank you for joining us today. We are excited that you have spent the last 3 days with us. Now, remember, tomorrow is our Q&A where we are going to answer all of your questions. So, if you have any questions, start thinking them up, but I'm sure we're going to hit upon all of what you want to know that I haven't addressed with you over the last several days. But again, don't overthink this. This is fun. We sell recess, and we give you the ability to do that as well. So again, welcome to the best place on the planet.